Ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to it! It's another edition of the Triple T, the very cloudy, work. There we go, I'm back. Welcome back to the Triple T Tasty Teardown Tuesdays. I've got a really old school device, and I'm so stoked about this because I lost a mod. I lost a mod this week or weekend, can't remember, don't know where it is. I had the Aegis Solo with a Blotto Max on top. Very bummed I lost it. So I went digging through my mod collection and I found this Cthulhu that had a broken chip and it wouldn't work. And I thought I had ordered new chips, 2 new chips and replacement chips, and I never put them in. So by some random sequence, if you looked at my desk right now, you'll see Laura went through the office on the weekend, cleaned absolutely everything and put it all onto my desk because it's mostly my shit. And this popped up. I found the little bag with these, little white containers, and inside the white containers were brand new Cthulhu chips. So I thought, oh, that's why that thing doesn't work, because I never actually installed. I bought 2 chips just in case. And yeah, I put it together. So maybe I'll have to get that off. This is a snap device. So it takes 18650. Or if you take the bottom piece off here, you can add it to there. Then it takes an 18350. So that's 18650. That's 18350. So 18 millimeters across, 650 or 65 millimeters long, 18 millimeters across, 35 millimeters long. Yeah. So I've got it in double mode, and then I was searching around the office, wondering what I could put on this. And in all of the stuff that Laura had found and unpacked, she found a brand new device I've never reviewed. And it's old. It's super old. This is by J-Boy and Suck My Mod. It's a Wismec device. You know that I love the Wismec noisy crickets. Jeremy's in the house. Shabir Jusup's in the house. What's up, dude? So, still in the wrapper. Designed by J-Boy. Inspired by Suck My Mod. Scratch and sniff. Wismec Theorem atomizer. I hope I'm saying that right. Theorem atomizer. So what we get inside the box, and you can see, still brand new wrapper. Haven't opened it ever in my life. Scratch and sniff. So it's a very unique device. Very, very interesting. It has this pre-built coil in it that I think I want to use. It's, if you guys that don't know, that's a sub-ohm replacement coil thingamabob. So that is extremely new to the old school. For the age of this device, that was revolutionary. It's got a couple of weird ring things in it. It's got a glass, and it's got a tube that has glass in it. So it's got this glass inside this metal tube. So it's, you know, in the days of the shadow coil and stuff like that, oh, my fingernails are so dirty. God damn, I had such a time. It's got a glass drip tip, and it's really small. That's what I was hoping for. Look how cool that looks. It's like completely glass. You drop that, it's finished. It's overs cadovers. Look at that. Look at that. That is something spacey. Oh, it's got a coil in it already. Well, that just makes life a lot easier. I still want to crack it open and see what's happening. Ha ha ha. Some Wismec J-Boy designs on the bottom there. Inspired by SMM. Suck my mod. So, what's happening? Nick Mitchell, what's up, my bro? How you doing? Yolandi Foster, good evening. That is a tiny little glass 510 drip tip. Phil Ben's in the house. What's up, Phil? How you doing, bro? Let me get into chats there quickly. Oh. Well, there's not much building to do because I didn't realize there was a coil actually inside this thing. and then it's got this weird little plastic that like diverts your airflow, and then the juice just goes everywhere. I would imagine not to fill it past that halfway mark. But you see that little plastic thing that holds it all together? That directs your airflow. The airflow ring is underneath here. There's the slot for the air. So the air comes in, that little thing diffuses it, hits that sub-ohm coil straight in the middle. I think it looks pretty cool. We'll see what happens when I take it apart, if it's that good. I think so. All right, chats, what's happening? Phil's in the house. Nick Mitchell, birthday girl in the house. Yolandi Foster, is it your birthday? Nick Mitchley. Am I getting that right? Mitchley. Dion78, what's it called? It is the Theorem. Theorem. Camera doesn't want to play with us today. The Theorem. Sorry, I'm getting the Theorem. It's old. It's old school. If anyone in chat can answer when that thing was launched, it's probably 2015, 16, around there, I would imagine. I'm not really sure. Leanne, what's happening? Hi everyone, happy birthday, Yolanda Foster. Yolandi Foster, happy birthday. There we go, confirmation. Edward Ferreira, good evening. What's up, Steam Pugs? Good evening, good evening. This is going to be an open Zoom after this. I will post into Facebook as soon as I'm done here. I'll post the link into Facebook so that you guys can join in into the BBC Facebook page. I might as well just do it right now while I'm here. Now the new camera stand is sort of in the way. Create a post, right click, paste. Everything you needed to know is there. This will be an open Zoom from 9 o'clock. Let me just delete that 8 o'clock thingy there. From 9 o'clock, you'll be able to jump into this and continue chatting with me. The Zoom room is locked right now, so because I'm live. When I'm not live, then it'll be open to everyone. That does look, Christopher Wilkin, does look great. It looks, dude, it's been on my shelf for absolute years. And I agree with you, it does actually look great. There is an option, if you take out, and I'll break it down for everyone to see, there is an option to use a dual coil in here. I'm going to leave it with a single coil, and I'm going to use the sort of sub-ohmy mesh kind of coil, but I'll show you what it's all about when we go down below. Weird looking tank, bro. Happy birthday, girl. Steampug says, yeah, that must have been 6 or 7 years ago at least. 100%, bro. I totally agree. It is years ago. Jeremy Super Chat, what's up? Where is it available? Christopher, I doubt, like honestly, I don't think you'll ever get one anywhere. It's old, bro. It's old. If you can find one, maybe it's worth getting because it looks so cool. I don't even know where I got mine, to be honest. Honest to God, I don't even know where I got it. Might have been a prize in a raffle or something. When I first started vaping, I was entering a lot of raffles to get free shit. I don't know. Who knows? It could be like the most amazing device. Thank you very much, Mr. Beard. Yes, happy birthday, girl. That's cool. Jake Vapes, is it by Wismec? Yes, it is the Wismec Theorem. Theorem. You know me. It's the Theorem something. The Theorem something. Happy birthday, girl, again. Hope that it isn't Devin Gates. Devet Gates, what's up? Yeah, it's a J-Boy. It's a Wismec J-Boy and Matt from SMM, Suck My Mod. Southern Grey, I think that was in 2016, correct? Again, I also think it's around about the 2016 something there about marker. Just want to check the spare glass is actually the same size as, yeah, so that's how old it is. It actually comes with a replacement glass. That's old. And then this metal cage thing with a glass inside it. So you can have it in a metal cagey look if you don't like the very see-through look. There's a lot of cotton in here as well. And a pre-made coil with cotton on it already. How cool is that? That mesh thing. I mean, in 2016, we had no sort of mesh things, didn't exist. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's see it. Yeah, I'm lekker to bed, thank you. All right, let's pop down and let's have a. Oh, I don't. See, I haven't used this thing before. The cotton is already in the coil, so therefore I don't need to. I just throw juice in here. So if you look on the top over here, there's 2 screws, right? And that. What's happening here? Oh, so those fit in line. Those little kidney holes fit in line with those little things underneath there, so that you can control your airflow. Huh? Should never have taken that apart. Because now, how do I know where that goes? Oh, that screws back on. So that little part screws back on. And it did have this piece in place. So basically that's your single airflow and that's a double airflow. So that's single and double airflow, if you guys can see that. So that piece, it had the single one on here, and oh, we put it upside down, and that allows the air to come through. See there? Where's the camera? So that allows your air to come through on that small little opening. Huh. And when you put that in, then you screw this guy back on top here. If I put it upside down. I'll put it upside down. There. Like that allows the airflow to come back in through that tiny little gap. There we go. Now, I wonder about opening up the rest of this. Well, the glass just slides straight off here. It's been in here for years. I doubt the glass is moving anyway. I was hoping to do a bit more of a video on this, but without causing some problems. Ow, just broke a nail. Yeah, I'm going to put the single airflow back on. Oh wait, I need to put juice in. All right, we're going to put it on to this device. This is a fuck up of a show, I must say. Got some tasty juices here. You know the story. Rhino frappe, very good. I like the Rhino frappe. So I'm not going to pour the juice into the airflow, but I'm going to pour the juice into here, which just like drops straight onto the top of the coil. You can see that. So we're just going to drop it straight on top of the coil. It floods, it blocks, it drips down a little bit slowly. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. This is the weirdest thing I've seen. Look how it's filled, but only on the top half. How would you get your juice in here other than that? Unless you can put it through the airflow, but it's silly to put it in the airflow. Why don't I just pour the juice in the big fucking hole in the top here? But still fills up. Alright, this is probably where they went wrong. Because the cotton, am I doing this wrong? The cotton doesn't allow the juice to get down to the bottom. So how do I fill this chamber on the side here with juice? So that the juice can come up, unless you build it upside down? No? But if you take the bottom off, but now I've got juice in it. I feel like I'm folding this upside down. This comments must be going fucking mad in here. Never seen one before. Nah, dude, that looks complicated. Yeah, it does. Oh, of course. If you turn it upside down to look at the bottom, I'm pretty sure it's easier than this. Need some ultrasonic there to shake it loose. Yeah, bro. Check the instructions books. Oh, okay. Maybe we should do that. Let's just stand it to one side while it's dripping. You see, the problem is I can't get the glass off because it's been sitting in the box for so long. There is actually an instruction booklet inside here. Who is a smart ass? Christopher. Thanks, bro. Saving me here. Standard, the 1 theorem atomizer, 2 airflow control rings, single and dual, stainless lined glass sleeve, 1 times glass sleeve, 2 notched coils with cotton. Notched coils, they call them, so the sub-ohm sort of coils. 4 screws, hex, driver, user manual. Mouthpiece, coils, yeah, just gives a description of what everything is there. Okay. So it gives us a breakdown of the way everything goes and the stainless steel tube and how to cut the legs off when you put the coil in. So you've got a dual coil post. So you've got a, I don't know if you can see this. You got a, so you can put 1 coil in that fashion, but you can put 2. Let's see what the back says here. Now this thing's crazy, man. So that just tells you how to change your airflow rings to get single or dual. And then it says here, this is how you put your juice in. So without the cotton wicks in, that you got to put your juice in. You see that image over here? Where is it there? That actually says put your juice in before you put your cotton in. Cotton should be saturated with e-liquid before using. How? How do you get the cotton in if the juice is already in? Oh, see where the level of juice is supposed to be? That's weird. That's super weird. I'm going to take the difficult approach and just try and fill it up from the top, because getting this thing apart, these O-rings would have dried out and cut a long time ago. Long, long time ago. I can still remember when the music used to make me laugh. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make that monkey dance. I don't know what's... I think I'm just going to keep filling it and then let the excess juice go down to the bottom. This is really going to take a long time in this sort of fashion. Could use it as a dripper though. I'm surprised how tight that little piece of metal is actually holding the juice in. But look, we're getting some juice running down the back now. That's a lot of cotton in there. If no one's ever told you, we did vape stuff like really weird back in the day. Really weird. So I'm just literally filling it to a point that I can, and then I'll watch it just soak back in. I'm going to just put this onto the device. I think it might be a bit easier. I'm going to be, look, I'm going to try this again with some BBC coils in it or whatever. Don't forget, BBC's launching 7 new coils end of the month. I think we're going to do a competition at Rustic Vape and Vanilla Vape. There'll be a few places where we're doing some cool shit. And then like changing these rings over, and it's interesting. Where's that thing gone? All right. How the fudge? Yeah. So what I think is when you've got the tank pulled apart, you're going to end up, you put the glass chamber in first. No, then how do you get the coil in? Ah, fuck, hell. Now it's dripping all over everything because I keep turning it to look inside to see what's happening. Like the cotton's not even completely saturated and it's not going down. There's bubbles coming up, but it's not passing through the cotton. This is really weird. Well, you see, this is a perfect example of building first, because now the juice is kind of stuck like an RDTA in the cotton and it's not coming down and filling that chamber in the bottom. The only thing I could imagine, fuck, I broke this nail off while I was doing that. Only thing I could imagine is if you unscrew the bottom, so like in the old school days of RDTAs, you used to take the bottom off, have it upside down, fill it upside down, put the bottom back on to put your juice in. That's the only way I see this working. Unless, without removing too much, let me try something. Let me find a star screwdriver. Yeah, now, obviously the star screwdriver is the one that's missing. I'm wondering if I don't take those off, I can lift that. I see there's like a screw holding that black plug in the place there. I need to like, just look inside it. No, that's, might work. Hold on. Hold up, Nelly. Lucky I don't know J-Boy or Mac that well, so they're not going to moan at me. If I take those screws out, this does, oh, there's a fucking flat. Really? Really? Everything is the wrong thing. So yeah. These screws are tiny. They don't feel like they're unscrewing very nicely. Kaiser Sosa says vaping is not for you, mate. You comedian. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I'm struggling through this one. I should have actually taken it out and built it first and just, I don't know. I'll probably do a rewind video and show you that I was the idiot in this whole situation. Now, I wonder if that lifts up. There we go. Okay. That lifts up. Now, can we get this airflow thingy to pop out here a little bit? It's my flat screwdriver. Because if we can pop that up, oh my gosh, this is crazy. What have I done? If I can pull that plug out, hold on, let's get the Leatherman out. You know shit's getting real when you bring out the Leatherman. If I can pull that up, there we go. There's a secret. Now we've got a hole. Look at that. The juice is pouring in. We've got it, the little hole that holds the plug for the grub screw. Now I'm just going to fill it from there and let the bubbles come up. There we go. Look, it's not that difficult. You just have to take half the device apart and park around. Come on, bubble. Pop already. Let some more juice go in. I'm trying to hold it at an angle where the juice can flow in, but like half of the... Yeah, there we go. There we go. You keep on sucking. Yeah. So I'm just angling it so that the juice can go in the hole and half of the hole allows the air out. We haven't even checked if this thing fires. Oh, there we go. Nice. Fun can be had by all. This is going to be the weirdest. I think it's almost, it's not full because the front, so I've got juice in the background, but in the front, she is none. She is none. So there's so much cotton in there. I don't know if that's an excessive amount of cotton, I do believe. Oh my gosh. And this, yeah, that nozzle doesn't fit. all the way. I'm going to put just a bit more in at an angle. It's the angle of the dangle. And then I'm going to coerce the bubbles to pop so that I can have half juice. Look, there's juice in there. There's enough juice to whip those. I just wonder if there's too much juice hanging around the coil. Let me do this. Get some of that juice to come away from that coil. Then I'll put the airflow insert back in. And yeah, maybe we'll vape it. Here we go, got some bubbles coming up. This is, I promise you, somebody's gonna, I haven't even watched a video of this thing being put together. So somebody's got to moan at me some stage. Trying to move the cotton past the post there so that it will come past to the front. But you know what? I'm going to put it all back together with this little airflow guy inside there. Perfect. I'm going to put those back on top. Oh, those just, they screw straight into the plastic part that hold. That doesn't seem like it's going to hold too much. Oh, you know what? I didn't have to unscrew that. Didn't have to unscrew this part. To be fair. I could have. I'll show you now what I've just realized. So I could have. Oh, there's a fire button on the side of that little fucking thing. I could have just pulled the whole thing out like that. So that whole thing comes out. That whole thing comes out. What the fuck? And then the airflow. What the fuck? Hold on. Now we've got another problem. So we put the airflow ring back on top. Okay. And this thing threads onto there. Not that way. Yes, that way. Oh. So that's upside down. Whoops, where's the camera? So that was upside down. So that has that there. I'm going to hold that in place in case it turns, because otherwise I'll restrict the airflow. So that's tight now, and I could have just pulled it off like that. Like, that doesn't screw down. It literally is a cap inside of a cap. That doesn't make any sense. Drip tip goes on top there. Let's see how it vapes. Because you can see that wick is wet. Well, it's got a bit of cloud to it. It's got a bit of cloud to it. Let's go upstairs and then I'll show you again. Oh my God! What is happening? Do you think that it's like one of those things that's so old school that I've completely forgotten? But it doesn't make any sense because it looks like this whole chamber like screws together somehow, but it doesn't. You just pull this and the whole thing pops off the top. And the whole thing pops off of the top. So that doesn't bolt onto anywhere. It just sits with one O-ring on the top. It looks cool. It looks sick, but my goodness me, I think that's quite difficult. Coil's not bad. I think it's a stainless steel coil. That's why I'm thinking it doesn't need to be ramped up. This other coil looks slightly different, or maybe it's exactly the same. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's get into chats. That's not bad. From a little single coil, that's not actually bad. But that thing there, that's gonna fuck off. That's gonna go. That's definitely gonna go. I don't understand. It doesn't Nothing holds it together. I don't get it. I think we need to get Matt on here and he can explain it to us. Or J-Boy. J-Boy, come on my lap. Alright, let's catch up on some chats here. That single coil hits. Does that? No, that doesn't qualify that I'm sub-ohming, does it? It's on mesh. Sort of on a mesh. I don't know any other mesh device that came out like, you know, sub-ohm coil mesh pre-made that came out before this. I know the profile is like a great mesh range, but I don't know if it came out before. I don't know how to wick this fucking thing as well. Oh, you know? Oh, wait, hold on, I wonder. No, it's got a, you see, I've even thought, like there's a little lip on the bottom here that the glass slides onto a collar. So I thought maybe if the glass slid further down, you could slide the glass halfway down, fill your juice, put your coil in, put your cotton, tuck it in, and then slide the glass the rest of the way up. But there's a collar on the bottom, so you couldn't even do that. I am perplexed. Once this coil is, actually I've got to do it before that because I don't know how to get juice back in here. But, alright. Phil Ben says, square that thing against the wall. But look at it. It looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool. I'm just worried that this O-ring in here is just one day going to not be so great. And that falls out and this piece moves to, and then I'm left with that, which will be interesting. It is really weird. Yeah, I still don't have juice in the front section here. It's basically just the juice that I managed to get through the hole. There's a little plug. See this airflow thing? It's got that little plug on it, and I try to get the juice in there. All right. Steampunk's top man from Kaiser Sosa. Jeremy Furman says, pulse the coil. Pulse the coil. How do I pulse the coil if it's got cotton in it, bro? Edwall says, nah, this makes it real. Pulse the coil, somebody said. Pulse the coil, everyone's saying. How do I pulse the coil if it's got cotton in it? I'll burn the cotton. Am I learning something tonight? He's not reading our suggestions. Try syringe. Pulse. S. Pulse. No, pulse the... Try a syringe. Pulse the coil. Pulse the coil. Swepo is just laughing. Just throw it A2 away, I suppose. Swepo says this is painful. Well, it's working. You don't pulse a fucking sub-ohm coil that's shiny metal when you put it in. You just make sure it's saturated and you go. Oh my fuck. Good time or bad time to mention this tank was one of the most notoriously fiddly painful in its arse tanks ever made. Thanks Team Pugs. Thanks after it's all gone down. Up me duck, what says Team Pugs? I think you timed that tidbit of info perfectly, mate. But it's working. Sort of. The vet gate says near fork. Look, it's cloudy. The flavor's just not on point because I mean I know this Rhino Frappe all too well. I know it's got a bit more complexity to it, and I'm getting the sweetness out of it. I'm getting yeah. There's like just I know this flavor very well. It's just not there. Maybe I should have pulsed the coil. All this effort to find out that you need to pull the cap. Yeah, bro, like unscrew those tiny little shitty screws and stuff. But, you know, that's what makes it fun. Upmiddag, always on the point, man. It's an old-fashioned mesh dripper, says Southern Grey. Old-fashioned mesh dripper. Why has it got a tank at the bottom then? That's empty and that side's full. And that's a lot of cotton. I would have just had the cotton touch the bottom, like not like wrap around the center post and all of that. I see a join. You won't see it. Can you see that little line over there, just above my fingernail? I think that unscrews from the base. So then you fill your liquid to that thread line. You screw the, but then how would you screw the top on if? No, that unscrews there. Anyway, I'll strip it down to nothing and then I'll work it out. I'll make it a better. I'll make it work better for us. If you use it in dual coil, there's no. You see the gaps where the cotton goes through. There's no caps for the dual coil. So you can't use it in dual coil. You can have dual airflow and it has a replacement coil. It's designed for single coil, but it's got 4 post holes. And there's a bee at my light. I'm going to catch that bee and I'm going to go put him down in that box. I've got a bee box. I put a bee box. Wait, buddy. Wait. Seriously, I need to catch a bee quickly. Come here. Fly into there. I caught it. Huh. Okay, just hang out with me for a bit. I know there's no... Okay, I've got a bee. I'm going to go put him in my bee box downstairs after this live. Okay, just hang out there. There's plenty air in there for you. Chill. Good old-fashioned... YouTube is your friend, the Vet Gates. Probably should have watched the YouTube video. Don't dry hit it now. No, there's like plenty juice on this side of the chamber. There's plenty juice on that side, not so much. But yeah, it'll. I just thought those two went together so nicely. I'll have to get Big Guy to do me some laser etching on here, something cool. Yeah, something cool. I don't know what those. Just watched Matt's presentation video of this. Daytime Frank, what's happening, dude? And what did he say about filling it, Frank? Did I do it right? I don't think I did it right. It feels like I didn't get it right. Drip tip's pretty cool. Nice little glass drip tip. I think I like that drip tip. That might be an idea. It's a good size. I mean, it's hitting. It's for that little coil. It's producing cloud, eh? That tiny little coil. This meshy kind of metal coil. And then it's got this weird kink in the leg and all of that. Yeah. I don't know if that'll look. That might look pretty cool, putting that on there like that. Come on, camera. Putting that, I think you want it that way so you can see how much juice you got, right? Yeah, that kind of makes a bit of sense. Or you can put it, nah. Anyway, it'll be what it is, when it is what it will be. Fits on here perfectly though. So what's happening, everybody in the world? There's a hole in the build deck, yeah. But my nozzle for my vape juice isn't long enough to get in there. So when you pour the juice, you got to wait for the so it doesn't have an exhaust hole. It only has one hole. And then when you fill that hole, the juice gets into that side, but the cotton blocks it from getting all the way around the post, as if there's too much cotton. I understand it could be reduced slightly. And the fact that that metal almost touches the glass like insane. No, there's air there. So, okay. So when I rebuild this, I'm going to make the cotton not as much. And I think it'll work 100 times better. And then I'll be happy with this. I think I'll be happy with it. I think it's pretty cool. Daytime Frank says it's press fit. That's the notch coil. Yes, notch coil. Yes, I remember that from when they were popular. Like, Daytime, do you remember how old this device is when it came out? Phil Ben says the sleeve only hides the complication of the inside. Yeah, look, it's not bad. And I think if I used one of my coils in there, it would be a little bit better. I know it would be better because I could ramp up that coil and make it nice. Take the glass off completely, ramp the coil from the side, put the glass back, put cotton down, put the glass back, fill up from that hole there where the plug comes in, and we're aces. Yeah, it makes kind of sense now. Just this unpluggy thing right here, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's got a place for 4 legs. Why would you have a place for 4 legs if you're only gonna make it that it uses 1? Why would you put in the outer posts like that? It's old school, bro. It's old school, but it's cool. I'm gonna say I'll give it a cool factor. I didn't mind fiddling with it a bit. I think I can improve a lot on it with modern day coils and things like that. I'm stoked with it. I think it'll live on this device. And I like the blue O-rings. I think I'll make a blue drip tip to go with it. And maybe I need something blue down here. Maybe. Daytime said 2016. That's what we all said. It's designed for old school dropper bottles. Yeah, so with the pipette. Okay. I think I was just struggling because where the juice was going in, the cotton was right up against that center post that elevates the deck. So there was no airflow through to where the air could leak out. Yeah, it's nice. Put a hybrid in it now, please. No, I'll do that. I'll do that another day. I'm worried about breaking the glass. Well, I've got to spare 2 glasses, literally. I wonder. I'm gonna, you know that I'm gonna make this acrylic, this glass in acrylic rather, just because I can. Then I can drop it the fuck I want. It's just that top cap. If that goes away, it will be a problem. Designed for dual vertical coils or a horizontal single. Really? I hope you're reading that off the box somewhere, because if you put a second coil in and you have to take out this little airflow plug that takes the air and directs it down at an angle, where does the other cotton go? Because the posts are in the way of the cotton coming from the other side. So I don't see how you would put a dual coil in here at all. At all. At all. I didn't get us the inside airflow thing, did I? No. Alright, well, you know what? 45 minutes is long enough to talk shit about something I have no clue about. We did build it. I'll open up the Zoom chat now. I think it's got a cool factor to it. It might need an acrylic glass with some glow-in-the-dark powder to just make it even more cool. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I know it was a quick, short one, and it was a lot of confusion and messing around. But hey, that's what it's about, isn't it? You know, maybe it's a good thing to teach people that everyone struggles with these things. I mean, a lot of the reviewers I know, they always build something first before they do the video. And that's why I like to be live. Because when I'm live, I make mistakes, come on with fucking gnarly long nails that I was going to trim in the shower, but I was in a rush because I had to help Mako eat his dinner. I didn't finish the video, LOL. Thanks, Daytime. Brent, each vertical coil would have 1 wick feed to each side, each hole. Oh. Okay, so you'd have both coils built on one side. That's why there's 4 post holes. Then they would be vertical, not horizontal. They would be like this, really small coils. Yeah, that would be a nightmare trying to build, to be honest, to be fair. Both vertical coils would be the same size as horizontal. Think of how genius mesh coils wick. Think of how a genius mesh coil wicks. Well, it wicks pretty good. And it's all good. Well, that's me. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you for being here. Welcome to the Fuck Show. It's been another edition of the Triple T Tasty Teardown Tuesday. Our guest on Thursday night is G-Bomb. G-Bomb E-Liquids from Johannesburg. Grant is going to join us live here. So that'll be cool to chat to him. I haven't seen him in a while. Obviously, COVID and all of that. He's a good lad. I really enjoy his company. And yeah, I just hope you're all doing all right. Everybody's doing good. I have booked hotel accommodation for Birmingham. And I'm looking at stopping through Dubai's vape show on the way home. So if you're going to be at either the Birmingham NEC Expo or the Dubai World Trade Center Expo, I will be at both of them. And I hope to see you there. Thank you very much. Remember, keep it cloudy and most importantly, don't be a dick. I've got to go put a bee in my beak.